Welcome stock paper chasers out there. Thanks for coming back, my current subscribers. And if you're a new individual to the channel, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe and go ahead and turn on that bell by hitting that bell and then turn on all notifications. So whenever these videos pop out with the gems I spit, you'll be one of the ones as well, get notified of it immediately. Now, talk about the market real quick. Market been dumpster trash. Today was really down. I mean, like, it was so red out there. Like, feel like you cut your hand on a straight razor and nothing wouldn't stop bleeding. You feel me? No band-aid you can put on it today, but that's all right, because we still here. Stock Paper Chasers, Millionaire Mindset. We here for the long journey and not the short journey, because the short journey is make sure you jump out of the market where everybody wants you to be, not in the market, and we in the market. We in it to win it. So make sure, again, do what you need to do to make sure you console yourself, look away, and do whatever it is to make sure you stay in this market, right? Long-term journey. You know why you invested in the market. So if your plans haven't changed for why you invested in the market, then don't let these red days get you out of the market. You feel me? So that's that motivation mental for you. I'm still here, and I ain't going nowhere until I want to go somewhere. I'm going to make that choice, right? Be in charge of your own destiny. That's what we talking about, millionaire mindset. Nothing comes easy, right? Easy stuff normally don't last. We here for longevity. That's my preaching for you about the market today. Get into you with a couple of stocks that I got going on. Hopefully these things will put some, some different light on what we got going on out there, right? So boom, here we go. The first one I got, it's actually in the healthcare biotechnology space, right? Back to that, right? Reason why I'm back to that right now is because biotechnology stocks, right? They normally don't move as crazily as the market, right? Because they stable pretty much, right? Because their movement really is based on the trials that they're completing and that data that they give out in between trials from phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3, and then the data in between that will move that stock, meaning if they put out good data or failed data or some enlightening data, things of that nature, right? So these are going to be a little bit more stable than what we got going on right now in the market until they start announcing these trials and data points. So the first one that I got right now is called WINT Therapeutics Incorporated, right? Trading on the NASDAQ today, $1.98, was up almost 9% today. Much better than the market, right? So this is what they got going on. They have 6 drug trials that are currently going on right now. Their main drug trial that they got going on is for acute heart failure. Plus, they have a drug for COVID symptoms, right? That they're working on for lung injury, right? So the trial data is, they have data coming out in the second quarter for lung injury regarding the COVID, right? We at May. Do the math, the June is the second quarter. So we at May, the data should be coming out sometime, hopefully in the next 40 to 50 days, if not sooner. And if that work out good, then boom, then the stock should have some good movement for it. Low price stock to begin with, so it's going to have some movement. And then what they're targeting is something that moves market as well, right? They also have 4 other advanced clinical trials going on out of that, so a total of 6 clinical trials. Then they have some data that's coming out in this by the end of the second half again. Coming out. So again, that's July to December. So more news that's pending based on the trial completion, right? So that's what they got. One of the good things about the company is they had a director who actually bought 150 shares at an average price at the time of $2.36, right? And that was an investment of over $350,000. And that was recently before the stock, is at a lower price point it is today. So someone reaching their pocket, pull out 350K is not easy. Could be easy for somebody, you got the loot. But again, to put 350K of your own money on the table on potential, then that must mean they got some good stuff going on. And there wasn't a lot of selling either. So it wasn't like one person bought and a lot of people sold. No, not at all. Look up the data and you'll see that. So that's a vote of confidence. Then the other thing, they actually raised $30 million recently. So they have $30 million plus on the book. They did that the first quarter of 2021 to continue to get these trials moving. They hired 4 executives in 2021. Now check this out. 4 executives, all of them have deep cardiovascular development and commercial experience, meaning developing drugs in taking them to the market, right? The commercialization phase. So part of the marketing process, how it's going to go, what it looks like. And these have many years of experience. They just hired them. So telling me they could be close to getting this thing to the end point of boom, we need to get FDA approval and get this thing done, which means the trials are going pretty good, in my opinion, based on the hiring of 4 executives in 2021. And they all have that type of experience. So the next thing they got going, they just got issued a patent by U.S. Patent Office covering one of their technology, a redesign. It's called AeroSurf device. The device actually has fast track designation status, which means that that's something that they want to get out to the market, possibly if everything work out, get it out to the market, they treat people and things of that nature. So that was a good thing that happened to them. And then the last thing that I got about this particular company is the float is 23 million. Now, if you're new to the investing in the stock market, look up what a float can do for a stock. So 23 million is the float. And so in real quick terms is when you have a small float like that and there's some great news that come out on a company, if people rush into that stock turns over multiple times. As it turns over multiple times, the possible probability of the stock increasing in a great amount, it presents itself. So again, less than $2 stock, they come out with good news into the second quarter, then they come out with good news. The stock can turn, it's called turning multiple times. And that's what happens when so many people dealing with the stock. So look it up, getting some of it, pretty good idea of what that does. So low float, I like those stocks because you can get in them. And then if you feel like it runs up enough and you want to get out, because maybe you got a multiple or 2 multiples of 3, you get out. But for me, they have 6 drug trials going on. So it's not a one-trick pony. So for me, yeah, there's a possibility you can sell half, take some of your profits. Look at my video. I talked about how to do that. But that's for that one. So now we're going to get to the next one, right? This one, another low dollar stock. This stock is only $1.40. The company is called Nanophase Technologies Corporation. They're in basic materials and specialty chemicals. Now, let me tell you why I like this particular stock as well too, right? They make nanotechnology products across 7 different lines of business, which means they have revenue coming from, you got it, 5, 6, 7, 7 different lines of business. So they have probability of getting revenues for each of those. So that's what I like about them. They're not a one-trick pony. Talk about their recent Q1 revenue results. They actually made $7 million in revenues, and they have over $14 million in purchase orders already on the books. They're shipping out the product in Q2 and Q3, right? So boom, they're gonna book their revenue in Q2 and Q3 from these $14 million of orders that they're waiting to get product out. So again, that's good for the share price when they report earnings in those particular quarters. But let me tell you their growth, right? I'm gonna start with the recent growth and I'm gonna go back, right? So one of the quarters, the most recent quarter, it was 75% year-over-year growth and $7 million in quarterly revenues. That was one quarter. Quarter before that, they announced 35% overall growth and they had a $1 million profit in that. Then I go back one more, they had a 20% growth in record profitability. So if you look at it, each quarter, you go back 3 quarters, 20% was the first, 35% was the second, and the current was 75%. They're increasing revenues, right? That's good for the company because then they create probability, visibility, meaning the business is ramping up. And that's what I like about this. But also, the other thing is the space that they're in, one of their products, it deals with some good stuff. Now, you women gonna like some of what I'm about to say right now because it's right in your alley. So, their revenue is due for the demand for skincare and clean beauty products. Skincare and clean beauty products. Increasing regulatory pressure about these type of skin products out there aligns up well with what they got because they don't have all that stuff going on. So the sales continue to grow and expected to more than double between 20 and 21 after tripling and 2019 and 2020. Their growth rate far exceeds the industry. High demand for medical diagnostic material as well has created what they believe a third major component of our business strategy in life science. They're leading innovator in mineral-based and scientifically driven healthcare products across beauty and life sciences and other applications that they use the products for. They actually appointed a new board of director. She is actually a director of corporate strategy at Ulta Beauty. You women know about that, Ulta Beauty, right? She's the director of corporate strategy, right? One of the nation's leading retailers. She's on their board. So they bring in some experienced people here to get their products out, right? And then the last thing, this particular person leads Conscious Beauty at Ulta Beauty, a holistic program around clean ingredients and sustainability. Boom, right up their alley. Boom, 2 quick nuggets that I just dropped in your ear right there. Boom. If you like what you hear, make sure you hit that like channel. If you're a new subscriber or you're not subscribed, you fell up on a whim on here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell to turn on the notifications. And then that way you get them all and turn on all notifications. Make sure you do that. That's important. But again, I wanted to make something real quick and short. 2 bangers right there. I'll just spit at you real quick. Again, the market, it ain't taking nothing from us. We gaining knowledge from the market. Experience is the best teacher. So we know how to move with this down market. So keep that in mind. Don't fret, my pet. You feel me? We gonna go ahead and move in this market. Y'all check out the 2 bangers. Do your own due diligence. Not a financial advisor, of course. I'm a stock paper chaser cat. Feel me? That's how I move. You a stock paper chaser cat. Come on to the community. Check me out on Facebook, Stock Paper Chasers. Any of my platforms, stockpaperchasers.com. You got Stock Paper Chase 1. Like, check it all out. Look in the contents. It got all that data. I don't want to repeat myself. I want to get through the video. I'll holler at you guys later. Enjoy yourself out there and get ready. You know what I mean? Brush your shoulders off and let's get ready for tomorrow so we can capitalize in some way, shape, or form. This your boy, Boss Ross. Out of here. Deuces.